Haaland 1 to Neymar 0. Haaland 2 to Neymar 0. Haaland 3 to Neymar 0. Haaland 4 to Neymar 0. Haaland 4 to Neymar 1. Haaland 5 to Neymar 1. Haaland 6 to Neymar 1. Haaland 6 to Neymar 2. Haaland 6 to Neymar 3. Haaland 7 to Neymar 3. Haaland 8 to Neymar 3. Haaland 9 to Neymar 3. Haaland 9 to Neymar 4. Haaland 9 to Neymar 5. Haaland 9 to Neymar 6. Haaland 9 to Neymar 7. Haaland 9 to Neymar 8. Haaland 9 to Neymar 9. Haaland 10 to Neymar 9. Haaland 11 to Neymar 9. Haaland 11 to Neymar 10. Haaland 11 to Neymar 11. Haaland 11 to Neymar 12. Haaland 11 to Neymar 13. Haaland 11 to Neymar 14. Haaland 11 to Neymar 15. Haaland 12 to Neymar 15. Haaland 13 to Neymar 15. Haaland 14 to Neymar 15. Haaland 15 to Neymar 15. Haaland 15 to Neymar 16. Haaland 15 to Neymar 17. Haaland 15 to Neymar 18. Haaland 18. Haaland 16 to Neymar 19. Haaland 17 to Neymar 19. Haaland 18 to Neymar 19. Haaland 19 to Neymar 19. Haaland 20 to Neymar 19. Haaland 20 to Neymar 20. Haaland 21 to Neymar 20. Haaland 21 to Neymar 21. Haaland 21 to Neymar 22. Haaland 21 to Neymar 23. Haaland 21 to Neymar 24. Haaland 22 to Neymar 24. Haaland 23 to Neymar 24. Haaland 23 to Neymar 25. Haaland 23 to Neymar 26. Haaland 24 to Neymar 26. Haaland 24 to Neymar 27. Haaland 25 to Neymar 27. Haaland 25 to Neymar 28. Haaland 26 to Neymar 28. Haaland 27 to Neymar 28. Haaland 28 to Neymar 28. Haaland 28 to Neymar 29. Haaland 28 to Neymar 30. Haaland 29 to Neymar 30. Haaland 30 to Neymar 30. Haaland 30 to Neymar 31. Haaland 31 to Neymar 31. Haaland 32 to Neymar 31. Haaland 32 to Neymar 32. Haaland 32 to Neymar 33. Haaland 32 to Neymar 34. Haaland 33 to Neymar 34. Haaland 34 to Neymar 34. Haaland 34 to Neymar 35. Haaland 35 to Neymar 35. Haaland 35 to Neymar 36. Haaland 36 to Neymar 36. Haaland 36 to Neymar 37. Haaland 36 to Neymar 38. Haaland 37 to Neymar 38. Haaland 38 to Neymar 38. Haaland 39 to Neymar 38. Haaland 40 to Neymar 38. Haaland 41 to Neymar 38. Haaland 41 to Neymar 39. Haaland 41 to Neymar 40. Haaland 42 to Neymar 40. Haaland 42 to Neymar 41. Haaland 42 to Neymar 42. Haaland 42 to Neymar 43. Haaland 42 to Neymar 44. Haaland 42 to Neymar 45. Haaland 40 to Neymar 46. Haaland 42 to Neymar 47. Haaland 42 to Neymar 48. Haaland 42 to Neymar 49. Haaland 42 to Neymar 50. Haaland 43. Haaland 43 to Neymar 53. Haaland 44 to Neymar 53. Haaland 45 to Neymar 53. Haaland 45 to Neymar 54. Haaland 46 to Neymar 54. Haaland 47 to Neymar 54. Haaland 48 to Neymar 54. Haaland 48 to Neymar 55. Haaland 49 to Neymar 55. Haaland 49 to Neymar 56. Haaland 49 to Neymar 57. Haaland 50 to Neymar 57. Haaland 51 to Neymar 57. Haaland 52 to Neymar 57. Haaland 52 to Neymar 58. Haaland 52 to Neymar 59. Haaland 52 to Neymar 60. Haaland 53 to Neymar 60. Haaland 53 to Neymar 61. Haaland 53 to Neymar 62. Haaland 53 to Neymar 63. Haaland 53 to Neymar 64. Haaland 53 to Neymar 65. Haaland 54 to Neymar 65. Haaland 54 to Neymar 66. Haaland 54 to Neymar 67. Haaland 54 to Neymar 68. Haaland 55 to Neymar 60. Haaland 56 to Neymar 69. Haaland 56 to Neymar 70. Haaland 56 to Neymar 71. Haaland 57 to Neymar 71. Haaland 57 to Neymar 72. Haaland 57 to Neymar 73. Haaland 57 to Neymar 74. Haaland 57 to Neymar 75. Haaland 57 to Neymar 76. 57 to Neymar 77. Haaland 58 to Neymar 77. Haaland 58 to Neymar 78. Haaland 59 to Neymar 78. Haaland 60 to Neymar 78. Haaland 60 to Neymar 79. Haaland 60 to Neymar 80. Haaland 61 to Neymar 80. Haaland 62 to Neymar 80. Haaland 62 to Neymar 81. Haaland 63 to Neymar 81. Haaland 63 to Neymar 82. Haaland 64 to Neymar 82. Haaland 64 to Neymar 83. Haaland 64 to Neymar 84. Haaland 65 to Neymar 84. Haaland 66 to Neymar 84. Haaland 67 to Neymar 84. Haaland 67 to Neymar 85. Haaland 67 to Neymar 86. Haaland 67 to Neymar 87. Haaland 67 to Neymar 88. Haaland 68 to Neymar 88. Haaland 69 to Neymar 88. Haaland 69 to Neymar 89. Haaland 69 to Neymar 90. Haaland 69 to Neymar 91. Haaland 70 to Neymar 91. Haaland 70 to Neymar 92. Haaland 70 to Neymar 93. Haaland 70 to Neymar 94. Haaland 70 to Neymar 95. Haaland 71 to Neymar 95. Haaland 72 to Neymar 95. Haaland 73 to Neymar 95. Haaland 73 to Neymar 96. Haaland 74 to Neymar 96. Haaland 74 to Neymar 97. Haaland 75 to Neymar 97. Haaland 76 to Neymar 97. Haaland 77 to Neymar 97. Haaland 77 to Neymar 98. Haaland 77 to Neymar 99. Haaland 77 to Neymar 100. Haaland 77 to Neymar 101. Haaland 78 to Neymar 101. Haaland 78 to Neymar 102. Haaland 78 to Neymar 103. Haaland 79 to Neymar 103. Haaland 79 to Neymar 104. Haaland 79 to Neymar 105. Haaland 79 to Neymar 106. Haaland 79 to Neymar 107. Haaland 79 to Neymar 108. Haaland 80 to Neymar 108. Haaland 80 to Neymar 109. Haaland 81 to Neymar 109. Haaland 82 to Neymar 109. Haaland 83 to Neymar 109. Haaland 84 to Neymar 109. Haaland 84 to Neymar 110. Haaland 84 to Neymar 111. Haaland 85 to Neymar 111. Haaland 86 to Neymar 111. Haaland 87 to Neymar 111. Haaland 87 to Neymar 112. Haaland 87 to Neymar 113. Haaland 88 to Neymar 113. Haaland 89 to Neymar 113. Haaland 90 to Neymar 113. Haaland 91 to Neymar 113. Haaland 91 to Neymar 113. Haaland 92 to Neymar 114. Haaland 93 to Neymar 114. Haaland 93 to Neymar 115. Haaland 94 to Neymar 115. Haaland 94 to Neymar 116. Haaland 94 to Neymar 117. Haaland 94 to Neymar 118. Haaland 95 to Neymar 118. Haaland 96 to Neymar 118. Haaland 97 to Neymar 118. Haaland 98 to Neymar 118. Haaland 98 to Neymar 119. Haaland 98 to Neymar 120. Haaland 98 to Neymar 121. Haaland 98 to Neymar 122. Haaland 98 to Neymar 123. Haaland 99 to Neymar 123. Haaland 99 to Neymar 124. Haaland 99 to Neymar 125. Haaland 99 to Neymar 126. Haaland 100 to Neymar 126. Haaland 100 to Neymar 127. Haaland 101 to Neymar 127. Haaland 101 to Neymar 128. Haaland 102 to Neymar 128. Haaland 102 to Neymar 129. Haaland 102 to Neymar 130. Haaland 103 to Neymar 130. Haaland 103 to Neymar 131. Haaland 103 to Neymar 132. Haaland 103 to Neymar 133. Haaland 103 to Neymar 134. Haaland 103 to Neymar 135. Haaland 104 to Neymar 135. Haaland 105 to Neymar 135. Haaland 105 to Neymar 136. Haaland 105 to Neymar 137. Haaland 106 to Neymar 137. Haaland 106 to Neymar 138. Haaland 106 to Neymar 139. Haaland 107 to Neymar 139. Haaland 108 to Neymar 139. Haaland 108 to Neymar 140. Haaland 108 to Neymar 141. Haaland 109 to Neymar 141. Haaland 109 to Neymar 142. Haaland 109 to Neymar 143. Haaland 110 to Neymar 143. Haaland 111 to Neymar 143. Haaland 112 to Neymar 143. Haaland 112 to Neymar 144. Haaland 112 to Neymar 145. Haaland 112 to Neymar 146. Haaland 112 to Neymar 147. Haaland 113 to Neymar 147. Haaland 113 to Neymar 148. Haaland 114 to Neymar 148. Haaland 115 to Neymar 148. Haaland 115 to Neymar 149. Haaland 116 to Neymar 149. Haaland 116 to Neymar 150.